My name is Tony Benn, and I welcome the Aloha Palestine mission. It is a brilliant idea. It will make it possible for food and medical supplies and equipment to get into Gaza where it's so much needed, allow people to come in and out, but above all, it will allow the people of Gaza to feel once again they're members of the human race and allow them to escape from the prison into which Israel has confined them. Well, if you take historical comparisons, this is the biggest humanitarian crisis, really, in recent history. I was in London in 1940 during the Blitz. 6 million people in London, 30,000 killed. 9/11 in New York, 8 million in New York, 2,900 killed. Now in Gaza, 1.3 million population, 1,330 killed, including 460 children. It is an appalling disaster on a far bigger scale, comparatively, than London or 9/11. And the outpouring of feeling all over the world and in Britain in support of Gaza has been very inspiring. And if you take the UN, I heard the charter of the UN on a troop ship coming home from the Middle East in the summer of '45. We, the peoples of the United Nations, it said, determined to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war, which twice in our lifetime has caused untold suffering to mankind. That was the pledge that my generation gave to the younger generation. The Israelis have torn it up, and so have the British and American governments in their invasion of Afghanistan and Iraq. Well, it's a prison, really, and that's why the blockade occurred. I mean, Israel wanted to starve Gaza into submission and destroy the elected government of Palestine, the Hamas government. But it's not just the theoretical freedom of movement, it's food, medical supplies, trade, all the normality of life, and they are absolutely isolated deliberately by the Israeli government in order to force out the elected government of Palestine, the Hamas government, and it's completely contrary to international law. Well, the Israelis have been stopping ships in order to tighten the blockade. If ships do go and are able to go, because the British Navy could provide a naval protection for ships going to Gaza, the Israelis would never dare to attack British ships because that would escalate the war to the whole of the West. So if that happened, there would be masses of food and medical supplies and equipment needed to rebuild. There would also be the feeling you're part of the human race again, because you'll be able to meet people, people will be able to travel. And the blockage of the frontier by Egypt and by Israel, north and south, has made it impossible for people to move. So they've lost their humanity, if you know what I mean. If you're in Gaza, you're no longer a member of the human race. You're in a prison set up by Israel to deny you the rights of humanity. Aloha Palestine provides an essential service for the people of Gaza. First of all, it opens up communication for food and medical supplies and equipment needed to rebuild. Secondly, it brings people in and out, so you're not isolated anymore. Thirdly, it provides psychological encouragement. But above all, it allows the people of Gaza to be part again of the human community, the world community, not bottled up in a prison created by Israel to destroy their future and their lives and their hopes.